To discuss this, as well as space, which of course I'm eager to get to. But Adam, it's great to have you on. And first, before we do start getting into billionaire space flight, I do want to get your thoughts on Tesla. I mean, given just the strong and swift crackdown we're seeing on Chinese-made companies right now, what are your expectations, or how are you gaming out the risks for U.S. companies that are participating in that market, like Tesla?
Thanks, Morgan. So, yeah, from a Tesla perspective, we are very constructive. We're overweight, have a $900 price target, but we're pretty skeptical on the long-term future of foreign companies that operate in dual-purpose, arguably military-grade AI for civilian use in natural monopoly networks in foreign countries. And it's not just China. We think other nations are going to start looking at the automotive industry as like a utility where the GDP and national security of the country runs on it. And for people who think that, we're overreacting here, I would ask your audience to imagine a Chinese transportation autonomy company operating its services and conducting services in the city of Boston or Miami. Would that be something that would really be realistic? I don't think so. So without, singling out China, we think this is just where these industries are going. They're a lot more, when you connect the cars and add the AI, it gets real sensitive.
You just mentioned you're constructive on Tesla, and you also said China, but more than just China, that this is essentially a global dynamic that's going to continue to take shape. That being said, I mean, for Tesla, it is these international markets that represent potentially the biggest growth levers in coming years.
They do, but we again encourage investors to say, don't rely on China, for example, as your number one reason why you own Tesla. I talk to some investors that think that Tesla will have 50% market share of like AI, robotaxi, or something in China. It's just, to us, that would be equivalent to a U.S. telecom company operating in China. It's just not where the market's going. And please don't just take my word for it. Talk to automotive executives as well. When you connect the cars, it gets sensitive. So we are positive on Tesla due to their growth, not so much geographically internationally. Yes, there's opportunity, but more taking their model lineup from just 4 today to maybe 24 in the coming years, addressing markets like vans and trucks and SUVs and fleets, which they don't today, and then getting into that the recurring software-based revenue, the SaaS revenue, which we think could have potential well beyond our $900 target.
And of course, when we talk about connected cars, we start talking about space. But before I get into the nitty-gritty around that, space flight, suborbital space tourism, we've got Sir Richard Branson with Virgin Galactic making his flight potentially as soon as this Sunday. Then you got Jeff Bezos later this month as well. How big of a moment or a milestone is this for a sector that has been decades, commercial space has been decades in the making?
Well, I mean, so Morgan, I first just got to tip my hat to CNBC and to you, Morgan, and Michael Sheets. I mean, you guys have totally nailed the space theme. Really, kudos to you. It's so important.
Thank you.
Just nailed it. And I think there's the Bezos and the Branson tourism moment is important for public awareness and support. It's indescribably important. But then in addition to that, Morgan, you got Starship now being mated to a super heavy booster at SpaceX. Morgan, we don't even know where the hell that's going to take us. Like that'd be like talking about space before Super Heavy and Starship is like talking about the internet before Google search, or talking about autos before the Model T. So we think the combination of what's going on in South Texas with SpaceX and the human space flight with very, very, some of the most visible human beings on Earth. Wow. Just get ready. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless, and that's rare.
I want to let you guys get...
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.